Hey, what's going on? It's KQKC Boxing Channel. Yes, sir. Come with you with another video. Yes, Mikey Garcia and Robert Easter Jr. We 1 week away from a unification bout. Showtime are doing their thing, but I came here to talk to you about not Showtime, but Robert Easter Jr. He was quoting saying that Mikey Garcia is very overrated. Very overrated. Well, I know the Midwest supposed to ride with the Midwest, but I'm sorry. I told you KQKC is not a biased station or channel, and I just have to keep it real. You know, I'm looking and I'm learning and I'm watching and I'm doing and I'm grinding, I'm doing everything. And he is dead wrong. Mikey Garcia is not overrated. He was second behind Floyd Mayweather as wins. You know, before Floyd went on to retire with 50, Mikey Garcia was closing in with 40-something. Undefeated fights until he was put on the shelf with Top Rank. But that's not nothing but old news. But Mikey Garcia is very, very experienced. He's been around for a while. He's been around the block now. He's been around the block so much that he know boxing on the business side is very dirty. So he promoting his own self. You know what? He's doing quite well. He getting the big fights. He getting the big paydays. So, I mean, life could be no better than that. Now, sure, you look at this picture here with Robert Easter Jr. and Mikey Garcia, the IBF champion and the WBC champion. Now, Robert Easter has been talking a lot lately about Mikey Garcia. I don't know if that's because Broner in this camp. I keep telling him, get Broner the hell away from your training camp. But, you know, outside a week of the fight, you know, it's too late now. You know? I mean, or maybe it's a good thing. Who knows? Maybe he's just hyping him up to do whatever. But Mikey Adrian couldn't beat him. AB, the can man. He couldn't beat him. So what can you tell Robert Easter Jr. to help him out to beat Mikey Garcia? What can you tell him? That he don't like body shots? Yeah, he doesn't. But he weathered them though. See. Sure, you can hit him in the body shot, but, you know, his brother, I'm going to tell you, Robert Garcia gonna have his brother well prepared for that fight next week. Robert Easter Jr. height and reach will not make a difference. Mikey gonna find out or make adjustments how to get around that. It depends on how Robert Easter come out. If he come out trying to use his jab, his reach advantage to keep him at bay, you know, then Mikey need to make some adjustments. And trust me, Mikey has plan A, B, C, and D. And he got a chance. So, Robert Easter Jr., it's time to back it up. Okay? We seen you sitting in the audience when he fought Lipinets. Then, of course, your homie said, well, Mikey Garcia next. You know, now, I understand Robert Easter Jr. I ain't gonna say pissed off or mood or, you know, because he liked Mikey, he says, you know, which, you know, I like Mikey too. He's a nice cat. He does a lot of good things. He went to police and did some volunteer work on rehabbing homes. And I mean, he does a lot. And he said he does a trip a year giving back to the community, especially to his people. And I like that. Like I try to tell everybody, just because you have money and you sit there and you pass out money to homeless people, that's not giving back. No, that's not giving back. Giving back is like building a boys club in the inner cities. Has something for your youth to do. Because remember, the youth is our future. But if they getting killed and die off, you know, what that says about us, the elders. We need to give back a different way. Someplace they can call their own. Someplace we can say, hey, look, this is yours. You all take care of it. You all do not do anything illegal. You always can come here. You can have night games. You can play basketball. You can play volleyball. You can do whatever you want. Open a gym. You can do that. You know, kudos to Floyd Mayweather. He opened a lot of boxing gyms. That's cool. But don't sit here and tell me that's giving back, passing out money to homeless people. No. All they're going to do is buy a drink or get high with it. That's not giving back. No, it's not. Now, getting back to Robert Easter Jr. Robert Easter Jr. been doing a lot of talk lately. You know, Mikey is not overrated, for one. Mikey has fought the best of the best. Mikey is a 4-time world champion in 4 different weight classes. Now, when Mikey won his first championship, I don't even think Robert Easter Jr. was even boxing. Or, I take that back. He wasn't really, you know, a household name. And he's still really not. You know, I heard his mother looked at him crazy when he bought her that car. What? American-made car? I think it was a Chevrolet or some shit. Man, I guess she was expecting one of Floyd Mayweather's Bugattis. I don't know. But he hasn't had big paydays. You know, him, Broner, all they do is walk around with their life savings in their pocket and show off. But you have a fighter like Mikey Garcia that's dedicated to his craft. So, Robert Easter Jr., you better be prepared to back up all these words you've been saying for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Because I'm going to tell you, Mikey is no joke. He got great balance. He committed to his punches. You seen that with Lipinette. They both threw at the same time. Matter of fact, Lipinette was a little faster when he threw than Mikey. But Mikey was committed to throwing that punch, and even though he got hit, he still followed through that punch and knocked Lipinette down. That's called committed to your punches. Mikey, he knows how to, what they call it, cocking your hips when he throw punches. Yes, he does. So, like Mikey, he did an interview with ES News. Okay? Shout out to ES News. Mikey always say, he fought tall guys before. That's no problem. He fought guys with longer reach than he had. That's no problem. But he never fought guys with both at the same time. But, like he said, I have great ideas. I'm going to be well prepared for what he brings to the table. Every time Mikey says that, he wins. Well, he wins, he's undefeated, but still, Every time he say that, he put on a great show. When he fought Adrian Broner, Robert Garcia and Mikey said, you know, I have to be busy. I got to throw close to 100-something punches around. I have to be up in his face every minute of the fight. And you know what? He was conditioned and he was in his face. And Broner couldn't let his hands go. Like Showtime commentators say, Broner is the type of fighter, if you in his face, it freezes him. Other words, he come in or he cover up with a high guard, and Mikey Garcia is not a body puncher, but let him fight Errol Spence. While you covering up with a high guard cause you froze cause they were getting busy on you, man, Errol Spence will probably crack your ribs. So, there you go. Mikey Garcia is no joke. For all you all think that he's not what everybody think he is, that's wrong. He might not have the big muscles like Alberto and all that, but he has great balance. He has a great IQ, a great ring IQ. Like I said, he reminds me of Floyd. I told somebody that the other day. He reminds me of Floyd. He analyzed the situation. He analyzed what he's bringing to the table. That's what I like about him. Then once he see what he's bringing, then okay. Just like he caught on to Lipinette. You know, every time he threw a right, he saw Lipinette bending down to his right. Always down to his right. Then he said, you know what? Okay, I think I found a niche. And next thing you know, the right hands was point, on point. Every round. Then Lipinette started catching on that he caught on. So what he do? He tried to smother his offense. So Mike was kind of like overthrowing it. You know, but like every fighter says, when they get through fighting Mikey, oh, Mike can get crump. Oh yes, he can. Mike is no joke. He hit harder than people think he does. So I guess you figured out, KQKC subscribers, that I'm going with Mikey Garcia on this one. Yes, we see the height. You know, we see all that. But what I see ring generalship. I see great balance. I see great jab. I see a great inside fighter. I see great experience. I see a veteran. I see a young veteran. That's what I see. Now, what you see, I don't know. But I'm going to tell you one thing. This is going to be a hell of a show on July the 28th. Showtime. And you know what? That's going to set the tone for Mikey to get an even bigger shot. But in order for him to get a bigger shot, he got to have a bigger name. Now, he wants to move up to 147. You know, see, this is the reason why Robert Easter Jr. is kind of like, you know, maybe, you know, this dude ain't taking me seriously. This dude is overlooking me. You know, he took pictures with Lomachenko, and they talked about, you know, getting together, trying to get some, you know, a fight worked out after the Easter fight, and he's talking about this, he's talking about that. He didn't call my name out before Linares got lost. I mean, man, he's not showing me any respect. He's overlooking me big time. Now he's talking about, man, Errol Spence. I mean, you know, well, Robert Easter Jr. has a legitimate beef. You know, don't overlook me. You know, here I am. I'm going to make some noise. But sometimes fighters can misunderstand, or they can have somebody talking in their ear, Adrian Broner or Gervonta Davis. You know, Kevin Cunningham was a great coach, but he should have left him out. Why? Because conflict of interest. I'm not talking about it's illegal or nothing like that. Not that type of conflict of interest. Because he's training Gervonta, he's training Adrian Broner, now he's training Rob. I mean, they all buddies. They all hang out together. You know, you got to separate yourself. Sometimes, especially in training camp, you have to separate yourself. Like, that's the only thing I said Adrian Broner done smart. He got away from Mike Stafford. Why? Because he wasn't taking him seriously no more. He looked at Mike Stafford like a homie. You know? All Mike Stafford can say is, come on, man! Come on, man! And Adrian Broner looked at him like, chill out! Chill out! You know? So, that's the only thing I would say Adrian Broner done smart in the last few years. And Kevin Cunningham, like I said, don't get me wrong, he's a great coach, trainer. You know, he had Devin Alexander. He fights at 147. Everybody know he used to be the champion, IBF champion. But, you know, he got, hooked on some prescription painkillers and things, went down here for a while. But he's back, But Robert Easter, he should have stuck with his father. But his father's still there, but, bringing Coach Cunningham in there is basically, saying, hey, look, if y'all got him, then I want him too. But he doesn't fight like Adrian Broner. He doesn't fight or got power like Tank. So, hopefully, maybe Kevin Cunningham can teach him how to use his height and reach properly. Because, yes, he does remind me of a Diego Corrales. A tall fighter that don't like to use their reach. They want to fight on the inside, knowing that your punches going to be shortened, knowing your punches are not going to do any damage because you can't stretch. You can't get full power on your shots. Not when somebody up in your chest. And I guarantee you, Mikey got something up his sleeve to take that jab away. I guarantee you that much. That's one thing about KQKC. I love boxing. And I can analyze each and every fighter. And I can tell you how probably the fight gonna go. Well, the first 2 or 3 rounds, there's not gonna be too much action unless Robert Easter Jr. leave himself open. Then there go the first knockdown in the first 5th round. But knockout or going to the judges, Mikey Garcia will pull this fight out on July the 28th. Remember, I made that prediction a week outside the fight. Remember, KQKC made this prediction. Nothing against Robert Easter Jr. He's a good guy, what I can see. He's a good fighter. He had a good fight against Comey. Matter of fact, I think Comey is his mandatory again, I'm not for sure. But Comey, that was a good fight. He rocked him. Yes, he did. But Comey is not no Mikey Garcia. Now, you say he's overrated on paper and period. No, he's not. Mikey has fought the best of the best. So, you will see Mr. Easton. And we'll see Mr. Garcia on July the 28th. Now, this is KQKC Boxing Channel. I am a new decorative channel. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please do. And hit the notification bell. That way, every time I upload a video like now, you will get notified. If you like what I'm saying, please hit that like button. And without that, that's about it. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.